Welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a look at how do we insert rows and records in a table. We're done with select. So I made a little comment over here inserting a new record. To use the insert statement in SQL is very straightforward. We say insert into and then the table name. In this case, let's say I want to add a new customer. By the way, let me expand my databases and publishers and tables. And I want to add something to customers. So I'm going to insert into customers. Then you list the columns in customers. So in this case, I would need to know that I have a customer ID. I'll put this on multiple lines. Then I have a last name, a first name, an address, a city, state, zip, and referred. The next keyword is values, and then you have another set of parentheses where you actually put in the corresponding values to what you have here. So I'm going to have customer ID 2001. I happen to know that it is a character. You can always look it up. And last name is Bunny. First name is Bugs. Address is 101. Let's say Rabbit. Spelling all caps makes it difficult. Rabbit Hole Way. Doesn't have to be all caps. It's just the way it was done in the database initially, so that's what I'm following it that way. So, and he lives in, let's just say LA, California, 90210. And referred, let's say Bugs Bunny was referred by customer 1002. And then I basically highlight and execute this insert statement. One row affected. It is generally a good idea to make sure that you have a commit statement at the very end. Now, SQL Server does do auto commit, but you should really consider that. And notice it says the commit transaction has no corresponding begin transaction. And that's okay because we didn't actually treat this as a transaction. If we will get to transactions. I want to point that out because when you write this code inside of another language, such as Python or C#, etc., and you forget to do the commit, you'll be surprised things will not be committed. Here in this environment that we have in T-SQL, writing the commit, I just wanted you to see that. It does give you an error message because I don't have a begin and end transaction, and it does do auto commit by itself anyhow. Let's actually see if this was committed. So I do a select asterisk from customers, and we should see Bugs Bunny in there this time. And down below there is Bugs Bunny for us, referred by customer 1002, which is right here. I do want to point out that this is something that you don't have to do one at a time. You can do multiple entries, although I am not in favor of that, and you know, it's entirely up to you. But if I were to go and change this to 2002 and change this to Duck Daffy 102, let's say Pond Avenue in LA, and was referred to, let's say, by nobody, so null. Then I can put a comma here and then do another set of values. And I better make this all caps. I'm consistent. I didn't do it before, but I'll just copy and paste this right here. Again, apologize. Let's do this, and let's say this is 2003. This is pig, Porky, 103, Mud Place, LA, California, and let's say it wasn't referred by anybody either. I just want to make sure that I have everything correctly right here, and I don't need the second values actually. So just values, as long as you keep it straight that this is a separate entry, so there is a comma at the end of that. And I'm going to basically insert, oops, I better not put that extra comma there. I'm going to insert it this way. 2 rows, basically, 2 rows affected. If I were to do a select statement again, we should see Daffy and Porky added as well. There they are. Okay, so you can do that. Now, typically, you don't do insertion like this in a database table. I just want you to understand the commands. Typically, the insertion is they fill out a form online or through a desktop application, and they click submit or send or something like that, and then the values that they filled out get passed into an insert statement, and the insert statement is run against the database, and it gets inserted. That's all there is to insert. Thank you for being a wonderful audience, and if you're enjoying these, please share with loved ones and friends, and don't forget to contribute yourselves to on the web.